Viewer discretion advised. The air in Mananji Temple is heavy, thick with the scent of old incense and damp stone, like a crypt sealed for centuries. My footsteps echo on the worn wooden floor, each one an intrusion in the suffocating silence. The lanterns cast trembling shadows, jagged shapes that flicker across the walls, as if they're watching me. I shouldn't be here, not at this hour, not alone in Hokkaido's forgotten temple. But the stories pulled me here, tales of Okiku's cursed doll, a relic said to grow hair, to see into your soul, to whisper your fears back to you. I laughed them off, but now, standing in this dim hall, my heart pounds, and the air feels like it's squeezing my lungs. There it is at the corridor's end, locked in a glass case. It's small, delicate, its kimono faded but eerily pristine. Its black hair spills past its shoulders, curling at the ends, unnaturally long, like it's reaching for something. I step closer, and the room grows colder, my breath visible in the lantern's glow. The doll's painted eyes catch the light, and for a moment they seem to move, pinning me in place. I'm not imagining this. My pulse hammers, drowning the silence as I try to look away. The temple feels alive, holding its breath, waiting for me to make a mistake. Something, here, my neck prickles like a gaze too close, too knowing. I glance at the doll, and its head seems tilted just slightly, as if it's studying me. That's impossible, right? It's just a doll, tied to a tragic tale. A girl named Okiku adored it, carried it until a fever took her quietly decades ago. Her family gave it to the temple, believing her spirit lingered in the toy to keep her at peace. That's all it is, a story. But why does it feel like the doll is unraveling my thoughts, digging into secrets I don't even speak? I force a laugh, but it dies in my throat, swallowed by the dark. The shadows stretch, claw-like, inching closer. I step back, my shoes scraping the floor, the sound a scream in the stillness. Silence follows, deep and wrong. Then a whisper, soft as a sigh, "Stay." My stomach twists. I spin around, eyes darting for a monk, a visitor, anyone. But the hall is empty, the darkness thicker, like ink pooling around me. The lanterns flicker, one snuffing out, plunging the room into half-shadow. My hands shake as I pull out my phone, the flashlight beam jittery, cutting through the gloom. It catches the doll's case, and the hair is longer now, trailing down the kimono, almost to its feet. That's not right. I saw it minutes ago, neat and trimmed. My throat closes and I want to run, but my legs are lead, sinking into the floor. The whisper comes again, closer, curling into my ear like a cold finger. "Don't leave me." I stumble, my shoulder crashing into a pillar, the thud echoing like a drum. The doll's eyes are locked on me, unblinking, and its lips, did they just curve? A faint smile, barely there, but enough to make my skin crawl. I'm losing it, I must be. The air is a vice, crushing my chest, and my flashlight sputters, the beam dancing wildly. I force myself toward the door, each step fighting the heavy air. The shadows slither, darting at the edges of my vision, and the whispers grow. Childlike voices, overlapping, chanting, "Stay with me." My phone buzzes and I nearly drop it. The screen shows a photo I didn't take. The doll, its eyes wide, hair tangled across its face like a shroud. I delete it, fingers trembling, but the whispers don't stop. They're louder, inside my head, tugging at my thoughts. The temple door looms, but it's heavier than before, resisting as I push with all my strength. The walls hum, a low vibration that makes my teeth ache. I glance back and my blood freezes. The doll's case is empty. The glass is untouched, the lock intact, but the doll is gone. Panic surges and I shove the door open, spilling into the night. The cold air bites my face, but it doesn't clear the fog in my mind. I run, gravel crunching, the temple a dark silhouette fading behind me. Every shadow shifts, every wind gust carries a faint giggle. My hotel room feels safe, but my hands shake as I lock the door. I check my phone and the photos back undeleted. The doll's face is sharper, eyes blacker, smile wider, almost taunting. I throw the phone onto the bed, but the whispers seep through the walls. You saw me. I don't sleep that night. In the morning, a single strand of black hair lies on my pillow, long and curled, smelling of incense and decay. I burn it, but the scent clings, and so does the feeling, like I'm never alone. Later, I learned about Okiku, a girl whose spirit is said to haunt her doll, unable to let go of her favorite toy. The temple keeps it locked, tended by monks who pray for her peace. But some say it's not Okiku, something older, wearing her face, feeding on the fear of those who linger. I found stories online. A tourist who saw the doll blink, a vlogger whose footage caught a shadow moving behind the case. On X, people share nightmares after visiting, mirrors fogging with tiny handprints that vanish. Japanese folklore warns of dolls as vessels, doorways to something else. Maybe I opened that door by looking too long. Maybe it followed me. I'm far from Hokkaido now, but the weight hasn't lifted. My reflection feels wrong, like someone watching through my eyes. At night, I hear a faint hum, like a lullaby sung backward, leaking from the walls. My phone saves photos I didn't take. The doll on my chair, its hair longer, eyes fixed on me. I delete them, but they return. I avoid old toys, anything with a face, but the sense persists. It's here, watching, waiting, whispering my name in the dark. What about you? Have you felt a gaze when no one's there, heard a voice that shouldn't be? Is something trailing you? Share your chilling stories in the comments or send them to us for a chance to be featured. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join Global Horror Archive for more nightmares that won't let go. Our next tale will pull you deeper into the unknown. Brace yourself for a terror that clings to your soul. Until then, steer clear of old dolls. They might know you're listening.